Wake up, Jacob. Man, I just got to tell you, I had a really, really friendly encounter. I was at the grocery store. I was right across the street. I was at the grocery store, and the people, in the Philippines were just so helpful, so nice, so respectful, so helpful. Just kind. You know how back in the States where, I guess the best example would be like Chick-fil-A, right? It's just noticeable, right? It's just noticeable. But out here, it's just normal because they're everywhere. They're nice, respectful people. Here, in Iloilo, it's just, in Cebu as well. But I just happen to be in Iloilo now, and it's just, it's a different experience. It's a different culture, where culturally they just gonna be kind. It's just kind, nice people. They're not uptight. It's just a really good experience. I highly recommend at least getting out. Even if you don't come to Philippines, you got to get out. You got to get out. You got to go to other places. You've got to experience, different things. One knock. Let me see. Well, okay. One knock against the Philippines for me would be internet, right? So either that's part of it is me not being prepared, and the other part could be just the services, right? It's different, right? It's a developing, country and stuff. So that'd probably be like the one knock I have. I'm trying to think if there's any other knocks I would say against Philippines. I don't. Yeah, hot water. Hot water. I mean, I'm not saying they don't have it, but I'm like, it takes a minute, or you may have to boil some more. I don't know. I don't know. So I've been to a couple of different places, and it seemed like it's the same. Okay, the water doesn't get very hot. Okay, and I'm talking about either from where you're staying or from a restaurant or like in a mall or whatever. And I guess they just don't do it like that. But those are kind of the knocks there, or I should say, be aware of that if you do travel. The other thing is medications, right? And I'm talking like over the counter, right? I'm talking about over the counter. It's very sparse, right? They're not really big, pill takers and stuff. So that's good. That's what I gather so far. They're just not really big on pill taking. So a lot of stuff that's over the counter, you still go to the pharmacist and they still have to like give it to you, right? Let me give you an example so it makes a little bit more sense. Like for instance, sometimes, especially with this jet lag and stuff like that, I'm trying to get on a good sleep cycle, right? So I'll get some melatonin. I'm like, okay, so I can sleep when I'm supposed to and wake when I should, things like that. And back in the U.S., you get melatonin, and it's like I can get 10 milligrams, right? I can get 10 milligrams. Here, the max 3 milligrams, right? For a serving. So I'll pop a couple melatonin, boom, go to sleep, and I'm good. But I mean, their max is 3 milligrams, right? So, oh my goodness, and I was asking why. I'm like, it's just melatonin, you know what I'm saying? But to them, they're just like, nah, they just don't do it like that. So I just want you to be aware of that, right? And then of course, if you take like particular cold medicines and things like that, if you're used to particular brands, your NyQuils and your so on and so forth, and your Peptos and all that, they may not have it here, right? Now they may have the active ingredient in another brand, so you either bring your own, or you figure it out. But those are a couple things that are just some differences. Okay, I'm not really complaining. It's just some differences there, but that should not deter you from getting out there, exploring your options. Right. So get out there, take a look, learn. A part of increasing your values is increasing your cultural experiences. So you got to get out there, and you'll never know, right? You'll just never know. A lot of people speak from fear. I've had people that I've known, right? People that I've known for a while, and as soon as you say, hey, I'm going overseas, first thing, fear, 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 fear. Oh, they don't do this. Oh, they don't like you. Oh, all that other stuff. And I'm like, completely wrong, 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 wrong. Completely wrong so far. Wrong, wrong, wrong. So some of these things you've got to, experience for yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. You go to a country and they're going through war or something like that, don't go. Okay, don't go. But if there's no civil unrest, you're okay. Okay, you're okay. But guys, hey, it's a great experience, and I will talk to you guys soon. High Value Hebrew.